Hey guys, and in this video I'm going to show you the easiest way to get the artifact of the Brute. At least I think it is the easiest way. It is pretty fast and it is also very safe. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time, so let's get started with what we need to go through this cave. So this is what I'm bringing. Don't mind the backpack, that's just a mod. This is what I'm bringing into the cave. You want a full set of scuba gear so that you won't drown. You also want to have some extra gauntlets. You might take a few hits, although that isn't required. I would recommend bringing some gauntlets of a sort. You don't need riot. You can use any gauntlets you want. I'm just using them because it's the best I have, at least available right now. You're also going to need 1 or 2 cryopods, depending on how safe you want to be. You're going to need 1 ichthyosaur that we're going to ride, but I would recommend bringing an extra one in a cryopod because it's safer. But you are going to need a cryopod regardless, because you're going to trap the one you're riding in the cryopod while we're in the cave. Might not make sense now, but the point is you're going to need 1 or 2 cryopods with an ichthyosaur, depending on how safe you want to be. And then we're also going to need a weapon, a ranged weapon. You can use a crossbow, which is so great about this method. You don't need to be in the late stages of the game. You can use an ichthyosaur and a crossbow to do this. Although it is faster to use a rifle, so I'm going to bring both so that I just show you how they both work. Of course also bring food, probably a bit more than what I bring with me, but it shouldn't take too long, so I think we'll be fine. Before I show you how to get through the cave, just want to show you where we are, where we're starting off. We're starting off here on the west coast, as that's where the cave is located. So basically, that's the red obelisk, that's the blue obelisk. Follow the west coast up, and you should come across this rock formation with a big tree in the middle and these kind of rocky spike thingies. And that's where we're starting. So I guess I can show you the coordinates if I have my GPS. I do have my GPS. These are coordinates roughly of the area. So let's throw out an ichthyosaur. I'm doing that now because I didn't want it to get attacked while I did this intro. But if you don't want to trap it beforehand, you can of course just use it from your water base and bring it over here. Remember to have the cryopod ready at your hotbar. Put your ichthyosaur to passive, and the stat that we're mainly leveling up is movement speed, and then also some health. I'm going to put some points into health so that it won't die so easily. And you also want a lot of movement speed. You don't need as much as this, and boosted stats are on the server, but 140 at least I think would be a good number. So then just put on our scuba gear. You don't really need to put on the flippers yet though. And I'm also going to show you real fast, I'm also going to show you all the explorer notes. I've done proper videos showing explorer notes, but I'll show you how you get them sort of legit. So just head down in the water, and you should see some seaweed or seagrass, like very tall seagrass, at the bottom of the ocean. So when you go directly down from where I went down with that rock there, you can see that they're straightly ahead, and there is like the end of the seagrass, I could say. It expands to the right, but there's nothing on the left. So you want to follow that on the right. Just hug this big cliff that we are on the bottom of right now. Just hug the cliff. It should turn and you should see the big entrance to the cave. It is very big. And these are the coordinates. 53.6 by 10. I'm gonna get attacked, so I'm gonna head into the cave. Head into the cave, and there's only one way that you can go. It's going to be a bit difficult to maybe talk you through it detailed, because this basically all is about speeding through without getting killed. So this is what the area looks like. You can see that there's 2 ways you can go. You can go to the right or the left. You want to just go to the left, although it doesn't really matter because they meet right here. But it's easier and less confusing to keep to the left. And then you can see that you get up to an area where you can like get proper air. I have been to this cave recently, so I might not have that many creatures, but when you arrive here it probably will be more animals. This is where the creatures start to spawn as well, by the way. You see there's a little area to the right, but you don't want to go there. You want to just keep to the left, or straight forward, more specifically. Under the water, there is these star-formed algae, seaweed type things. There's a shark. Continue forward and just head to this area. And you can see you can go left or you can go right. And you want to just go right if you want an explorer note. Even though a shark spawns in here sometimes, as you can see, it doesn't attack. It's kind of glitched. Like, it doesn't attack me. I had a Moza in here as well that just didn't attack. But go into this little hidden-ish tunnel, and you see this big ruin. Walk up the stairs, and Rockwell number 9 at 61.6 by 16. Again, I've done proper videos on the notes, but thought I'd show you. Turned around for some reason now. Working my way. Then when you head out of this area, just head to the right, or if you didn't go in here in the first place, just go straight forward, or to the left, basically. Then you'll have to dive down, and you get to a very, like a new big open room. And you can see some crystals ahead, and just head to the very left-hand part of those crystals. This is the stressful part. So park your dino on the shoreline here, and before those megalodons reach you, you want to trap the ichthyosaur in the cryopod. We managed to do it before they reached us, but if you are a bit slower, or if sometimes they spawn like right here, the ichthyosaur might get attacked, which is why you want it on passive. Because if it gets attacked, it will start swimming around attacking the creature. Or if it's not on passive, it'll start attacking everything, and then it's impossible to trap it, because you gotta stand still for you to trap it in the cryopod. And therefore you want to keep it on passive so that it takes a few hits, but when you get it trapped, it's safe. You can see the not the ichthyosaur, but you can see all the dinos here. They're not dinosaurs, are they? But anyways. And here we have the artifact, not the artifact, sorry. We have an explorer note. Nerva note number 9 at 58.2 by 19.7. If you want to continue to the artifact, you can swim across to that other section there. You can equip your flippers to swim faster, but I think it's easier to just jump halfway and then quickly swim before those sharks see you. Like, sometimes they don't even react, although they are still dangerous. Then just head this way. There's only one way you can go, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Just follow those orange crystals. Climb in elevation a little bit. Then you get to this big open room with some alien structures. And on your right, you have the Ichthyosaurus dossier. 59.9 by 21.3. And I know that during this stage, you don't really need to wear the scuba tank. And if you look down in the pond, the artifact of the brute should be there. But it actually hasn't spawned in on mine yet, which is perfect, because then I get to demonstrate how you get it to spawn. So when you play single player, or maybe even on multiplayer as well, but at least on single player, the artifact doesn't always spawn in for some reason. Not sure why, but it doesn't. But just go to the left. You basically just want to make your way down to the pond, and this is why we brought the gun, by the way. Because this area is not safe. There are animals here. Again, sometimes there will be a lot, other times there will be basically none. I'm not sure if I'm going to be lucky and have none, or if it's going to be plenty. It's a Moza in here, so that's dangerous. So as you can see, there is a Moza. So this is why you brought the gun, because basically the dangerous animals, you want to kill them, obviously, before they attack you or kill you. I'm gonna reload. So you can obviously use a crossbow, but that's gonna take a long time. So it's much easier just to use a gun and shoot it until it dies. But of course, all depends on the stage of the game. Mine seem to be stuck in this wall. This gonna take a little while, but I'll be back when it's killed. Okay, it's getting really bloody now. As you can see, it is a 290, which is much higher than a normal max level. Oh, the artifact spawned in. Okay. Yeah, you can find quite dangerous animals, and that's why you bring a gun. Because if you use a crossbow, it's just going to take a very long time, but you can use a crossbow as well, of course. But using a rifle is much faster. I'm not sure if this cave is cleared out or not, and this is also where you kind of want to equip those gauntlets, in case you end up getting attacked. It looks like the Mozo is pretty much the only thing down here right now. So we were lucky there. Nope, we have some electrophorus over there. So basically what you want to do is that you want to kite their aggro. You can do this the YOLO way, which is going close enough that they'll see you. But a safer way is to shoot them, swim back to the shore before they electrocute you. They're the fastest animal you find down here, so I think they can outrun you. And this is why the gun is better, because they will go off in the distance. So you are still able to shoot them from here with the crossbow. You just gotta aim better than I do. But it's much easier to shoot them using this. Yeah, there we go. Plus it pretty much insta-kills them. It's a bit difficult to see exactly where they are because the way we water. Trying my best. It looks like, yeah, we hit that one. There we go. And there we got most of them killed at least. Again, you can go and like chase them with the crossbow, or try and snipe them as well, but it takes longer. It is a bit more difficult. So I think it's much easier to just use a sniper rifle from land. So we cleared out this cave. Sometimes there'll be more creatures, other times it won't. For me it was just electrophorus and a mosasaur. And then in the middle of the map, the artifact should be located. Again, my artifact wasn't spawning right away, so I'll get into how you make it spawn a little later. Sometimes, like right now, it just spawned in while I was killing that Moza. Other times, it might take a little longer. So you can see that why you want to kill all of them is that the electrophorus, for example, comes back after a while. Although, if you deal damage to them, like I did, you can maybe take them. I think I'll be able to, yeah, kill them while they're here. So yeah, that's why I want to clear out the cave, because you never know when something is going to creep up behind you, like this. So even if they do leave to that part of the cave, like leave, it looks like they'll be gone, but they usually won't. They'll come back, which is why I want to kill it. But anyways, now we've cleared out this area. Sometimes, again, it will be a lot more animals and it might take a little longer. But generally speaking, just use this method. Use a crossbow and a sniper. Go to on top of like that shelf area. Go on land. Kill them and then jump in the water. And you can grab the artifact. It's located at 60.8 by 22. Artifact of the Brute. So just take the artifact. It'll disappear. And you want to swim back to land, obviously. Just gonna check if this guy has some gear on him. Just a crappy skin. So now we're on land. We're just gonna take up the flippers and the mask. We're gonna run back. So there might be some loot drops around here, but I couldn't see any, so I'm just gonna head back. But if you found any, then you can of course take them. So just head back, and here comes the real quick tip that sometimes the artifact doesn't spawn in right away, and it doesn't spawn in while you're killing the animals. And if that's the case, and you're just kind of left there without an artifact, what I did to make it spawn, because that happened to me once, and it just didn't spawn in. I was spending like 10-15 minutes here just waiting for it, and didn't nothing's happened. So what I did was that I ran up here. I ran down to these pillars, roughly, or these spiky things. So I just stood here for about 20 minutes, watched YouTube while I did that, and then returned, and then it had spawned in. So I'm not sure, but sometimes it spawns in while you're here, while other times it doesn't. So like, if you wait here for a very long time and it doesn't spawn in, try to leave the room and just be AFK here for a while, and it should work. Hope that made sense. So let's just head back. So as you can see, this is kind of dangerous. So those sharks are a bit too close for my liking. So what you can do to chase them off is to just shoot them. They'll swim off because they can't attack you when you're on land. And what you want to do then is just, you know, to get out, throw out your ichthyosaur and ride back home. The reason we brought two is in case this one dies. Because if you try to trap it in a cryopod, something goes wrong, it might get killed, and that is, for example, a good example of why you need to be careful, especially with the jellyfish, and also why it's good to have a backup. Because if it died there, then we would have been really screwed if we didn't have an extra one. Just head back. I'm actually forgot to bring my mask on. Just head back. There's really only one way out, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Here we got the plesiosaurs that saw us for when we entered the cave. Watching out for those jellyfish. Quite lag spike because I exited the cave, and we're out. Just head up to the surface. And we got the artifact of the brute safely, without losing anything, without losing gear, without losing any dinos, and with minimal resources saved. So, kind of proves that you don't need a powerful Mosa or Basilosaurus to go through the caves, because in reality, all you need is just an ichthyosaur and speed through it. So if you did find this video helpful, then please subscribe. The support you guys have been showing on my short YouTube career is just incredible. Like, I cannot thank you enough for that. At the recording of this video, we have reached 30 subscribers, which is just insane. Like, I was not expecting to reach 30 until like maybe February or something. But we've been growing so fast, and I just cannot thank you enough. If you do want to help me reach a goal of 100 subscribers, then I'll make a Discord server so we can get closer and get to know each other, and I'll also maybe open a server for you guys to play on. So, yeah. 100 subscribers, let's go. Let's skip 50 and go straight for 100, because you guys are just awesome. But if you did find this video helpful, remember to like it, again, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.